Hey, it's Tom here. Good news. We're opening up our one-to-one platinum mentoring program when we have 2 spots available right now. So if you're looking for a mentor to give you the guidance, support, accountability, and all of the systems to ensure you're going to make 6 figures in the next 12 months, even if you're a complete beginner, you have no prior experience and you don't have any good technical skills, you want to go to ltsmentor.com. That's ltsmentor.com. You're going to fill in a short application and you're going to book a call so you can speak to myself and the team. So go to ltsmentor.com to apply now.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. So this episode is going to be a little bit different to the last episode. We talked more about tools, but this has come to us recently because we find a lot of our clients and anyone that's starting a business overcomplicates things. And of course, we all do at times. It's just human nature. But there's a principle we want to introduce you to called the KISS principle. And this is an interesting one, isn't it, guys? Because we've talked about this a lot. And yeah, it's not smooching your other half or wherever you want to smooch. I love kombuchas at the moment, so I'm kind of falling in love with them a little bit. But with the KISS principle, I sort of just want to read out on the Wikipedia meaning and what they've sort of defined it. It's really interesting. So KISS is an acronym for Keep It Simple Stupid, and it's a design principle noted by the US Navy in 1960. So the KISS principle states that most systems work best if they are kept simple rather than made complicated. Therefore, simplicity should be a key goal in design and unnecessary complexity should be avoided. So it's essentially, if you Google it, everyone listening to this, you'll see like a line. It's like you want to go from A to B and there's some steps that you follow. And then that's the KISS principle. And then the other principle is what to avoid is it's like a line and then loads of squiggly lines. And we see that a lot, right, Thomas, Casper, with the clients we've had recently and also over the years that we've had, is people get overwhelmed, right? They overthink and they don't follow the steps.
Yeah, that's right. They overcomplicate things, or they kind of try and do things in an unintuitive way. But oftentimes it's a lot more simple than people actually realize. I mean, you kind of ideally want to minimize your points of failure. You just really want it as simple as possible, just 1, 2, 3 result.
Yeah, I mean, we have a Menacing Media, our agency. We have a motto, which is finding simplicity in chaos. And it's very often that you'll find somebody's really trying to overcomplicate it. We had a client not too long ago who they had a very simple webinar funnel. So they're driving traffic, they're marketing their webinar, and the key point I'm getting at was they had a price drop, and they were using a form of system that wasn't particularly intuitive. And they were like, oh, how do I automate it? So on this date, the price changes, or it goes up, I should say, excuse me, price goes up. And they're like, oh, I don't know how to do this. I said, just have someone log in at midnight, pay them, and have them change the prices over. You don't need to overcomplicate this. And they were like, oh, I said, yeah, simple. Don't overthink this. If you've got something that is going to cause a lot more hassle and it's not very high value, or it's a one-off task, just choose the simple route. And I think that's really important as you go through. We talk a lot about processes and systems and technologies, and we have a lot of what we do is technology based. And I find that a lot of people become very overwhelmed when they enter the world of using technology for their systems, and people get drawn to a particular bit of software because it's marketed so well and it's sort of like, this will do everything, and they get in and they get overwhelmed. And I always say that you need to start with a process. So you're A to B, you then have a system, which is your steps to get to A to B. So 1, 2, 3, then you apply the technology. And in many cases, you don't need the £200 a month piece of kit. You can do things very simply or for free. And I believe that's very, very important.
That actually reminds me of a meme I saw a few days ago, a humorous programming meme, but it said that a programmer is somebody that will spend 4 days optimizing a process to save themselves 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's nuts.
yeah, it's there are use cases for that and so on and so forth. But ultimately, it is about removing steps, stripping
Yeah.
out the process, and making
And how it looks like, yeah, I agree, man. That's true. And how it looks for the guys to give them some steps is just like the 80-20 rule or the Pareto law. I don't even know. 80-20 essentially states that 20% of the things you do will get you to the result you want. So maybe it's a financial goal, organization, whatever it is. But a lot of our to-do list is like 100 things. What I do now is I have 5 big things that I want to get done for the week. So when I tick them off, I feel good, because if you have 100 things and you never get, and 80 of them are crap and you don't get them done, you reinforce. You're overwhelming. And that's that KISS principle. And you just end up not enjoying your progress. You start criticizing your own work, going, I never get things done and there's no point doing it, rather than all you had to do is a few things. You only had to do a few things. I like to write down my goals, my actions the night before, little things like that. Like, what are my 5 big actions? And I'm going to focus on them. And if I don't get them done, then I just carry on to the next day. Right? Because, there might be motivational speakers that said you've got to get every action done, but no one I've ever met, and I've met people that are, that are doing very well financially, ever get everything they say done on time. It's just impossible, and no one's ever done it. Have you ever met anyone, guys, that's followed through on every single thing? Like, it's rare, right? But the way to complete it, though, right, is try and eliminate a lot of stuff. Like, eliminate a lot of your Facebook feeds, eliminate email, unnecessary calls, problem people and clients. Get rid of a lot of crap.
We live in a world where we're constantly bombarded with distractions. I mean, just stepping into the world of, just Facebook as a platform, it's a platform designed to distract you and eat your time. They measure, one of their key KPIs is the amount of attention that they take away from you. And so we're there, we have our phones that are pinging off, we have emails pinging off, and you suddenly wonder why you can't focus. And it's very simple. It's understanding the rocks and the sand. And the analogy I'm about to use in terms of that is that, sometimes it might be a simple email that's a quick 5-minute response, is not particularly important, but you might have 10 of those. Versus, actually, do you know what? I'm going to switch my email off till midday, and my morning is going to be focused on building that rock. What's the big task? The big task and it might not even be a big task, but it's a task that is going to push you forwards the most. That is ultimately.
Yes. And it lags. Do you ever have that, everyone, lagging tasks?
Yeah.
Like, it could be something so simple that you could get done in a minute, like making a payment, or it could be whatever it is, a personal life thing you have, and it's like a lagging thing that drains your brain energy.
It over you, doesn't it?
Yeah, you've got to just go, what
bill or something.
Yeah, you've got to look at automating that stuff, or obviously you can't eliminate the bills, or delegating, or just having one day. I have had a client, sometimes, like, you can have, I think for new business owners, they should have one day which is sales day, next day which is marketing day, next day which is productivity, and kind of just, because we're all on and off at different days. Not everyone's on every day. It's just, that's not the way humans work. We're sometimes we're in productivity mode, sometimes we're kind of less creative, but more, maybe we just want to tick off our list, right, and get the small stuff done. But yeah, I learned from a guy called Frank Kern. He's awesome. A lot of you guys might know him in internet marketing, and he just said, like, he asked himself, what are my top big 5 things I've got to get done? The top 5 things I have to get done, and he kind of just highlights them off, and it's like, cool, next day, what's the top 5 things? And it's very simple, and I like that view, rather than going, you need to have charts, and you need, it's just too much.
No, keeping it very, very clean and simple is always the best, and keep it KISS, keep it simple, stupid. I fully agree with this principle when it's applied to business.
I think a great example would be the Google homepage. It's literally just a logo, search bar, buttons.
Perfect.
And it's so beautiful to use, right? Like, it's fun.
Oh yeah.
And you go back and use it because it's so clean.
Yeah, I heard it was actually because they didn't really have great design skills. They just had great coding skills. So they just created the most basic interface they possibly could. And then they just got praised for being minimalist design geniuses.
Same as Apple. Like all the best companies, Stripe.com. It's easy. It's lovely to use.
Yeah, 100%.
Like all the top companies, they're just like, even applying for like cards, right? You don't want to go through applying for a credit card with 100 forms and overwhelm. It's a horrible thing. But some, they're just so intuitive. They're just so easy. And their navigation system is lovely, and it's just beautiful to use. So keep your life simple, guys, because if you want to complicate it, you're just going to be stressed, and business is stressful enough at times. So keep things stupid simple.
Amazing. Yeah, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this has been of help and use to you. Hopefully you obviously understood this is a bit beyond smooching your partner. But as always, remember, keep it simple, stupid. And we'll look forward to catching you up on the next podcast.
Our next show is X-rated. How to smooch your partner the right way.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. And as always, do check out the Launch to Six forum on Facebook. Lovely. Take care. All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, try.
Hey guys, it's Tom Ash. We hope you guys have enjoyed the episode as much as we've loved putting it together for you. Please, guys, do us a huge favor. Hit that love button, hit that subscribe button, and review us on Apple iTunes. We do read the comments. We want to improve our content and give you guys the best that we've got. Equally, the best comment, guys, we will shout you guys out, and we are giving out free courses. So guys, please come hit that love button, leave us a review, and we'll catch you on the next podcast, guys. All the best. Take care.